We're going to begin our discussion of musical form with a 12-bar blues. 12-bar blues is a very, very common musical form that's prevalent in just about every musical style, not just blues. That's very important to understand. Just because you listen to blues-styled music doesn't mean it is a blues form. And because something is in blues form does not mean it's a blues-styled music. The blues form is a common form. It has its roots in slave songs and in Southern gospel. Now, a blues is a strophic form, and that means it's just got one set group of background or chords. I should say one set harmony. There we go. That's the best term. That just keeps repeating. That harmonic background is 12 measures long, thus the name 12-bar blues. If you look on this PowerPoint, you see some Roman numerals staring at you. I promise you don't have to be a musical genius to pass this class, but you have to be able to hear something is changing. So just from looking at these Roman numerals, you'll probably get an idea of what I'm talking about with the harmony, even if you really don't get the full gist. The Roman numerals are based on scale tones. And whatever key we happen to be playing in, I used C in this explanation, so I'll stick with it. If we happen to be in C, 7 musical letters, and a scale starts from one of those 7 letters. There's other possibilities with sharps and flats, but we'll stick with a simple one. And suppose we do take C. C is the first note in the key of C. Wherever you see a 1 in this little graph there of 12 measures, that chord is C. Wherever you see a Roman numeral 4, that would be the 4th note of C, C, D, E, F. And the G is the 5th note of C. So anytime you'd see a Roman numeral 5, then you can have a G, or should have a G. The second measure is one that could be either the 4 or the 1. It does not determine everything. Oh, it's not a blues anymore because they didn't go to 4. It's not that important. It can go either way. Now in sound, if we're in C, this is the 1. The 4th of C, the 5th is G. So if we put this together, we have C, F, C. F. C. G. F. C. And I put a G. That's one time through our blues form. Now when we're trying to write words to a blues or write a melody to a blues, we base it on a poetic stanza in most cases. You have a basic question or complaint. Over in the examples, put it's getting really windy and the leaves are falling down. Now we repeat that in measure 5. It's getting really windy and the leaves are falling down. In measure 9 we come to a resolution. Well, when is it coming? And soon you will have a frown. could make it about anything. I don't have anything written in front of me, but I'll make one about my cat. Use the same chords. My cat's name is Sadie. She is a little thing. My cat's name is Sadie. She's such a little thing. Well, she wears a little clothes and walks around all the day. That didn't rhyme. Whatever. Horrible song, but you get the idea, hopefully. Alright. Let's see. I am getting behind here. Alright. Now, that same chord progression that I played, whether I'm singing about my silly cat or I'm singing about the winds a blowing, that just, change the words. It doesn't matter. The chords or harmony stay the same. Again, that means it's strophic. Usually the only odd things that you'll find in a blues are sometimes a strange introduction, because, well, that's your only chance to get weird. Often the weird introduction will just be based on the last 4 measures. Okay. Then you start your tune. We sing about something cool. We start our tune and we sing about something cool. Then we have to come up with an end so we don't seem like a fool. There, I put a little introduction in on it. But that's about the only time you get too weird. Once the tune starts, it pretty much just follows the standard progression. Now that progression is very important that you get used to hearing, because you are going to have to write me an essay on a blues tune. You have to tell me how many times the form has gone through. You have to tell me when there were improvised solos and who played them. Tell me about the meter, and if there's any oddities like a cadenza thrown in or an introduction. That one that I just played that had 4 bars out front, you need to recognize those things. Shouldn't be a very hard assignment. You've heard a zillion blues tunes, and I'll give you a few more examples. You could actually steal one of those examples to write your essay on, but feel free to go and take what you want. Just make sure that if you like a certain blues artist, and that's who you're doing, that the song you pick is indeed a blues form, not just a blues song. Okay, there is a difference.